So, seeing as I talked about one Safdie brother sports movie that came out earlier this year, it only seems fair that I talk about the other one that was coming out this year as well. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strong from QuickTime Reactions, and I'm doing things a bit out of order. Today I saw three movies, all three of which you're going to get reviews on. It's just that this one was the last one that I saw for the day. And this, I think, was probably one of my most anticipated on the year. And just off of trailers alone. And I got to say, coming out of it, I was not disappointed in the slightest. I'm, of course, talking about Marty Supreme, the latest A24 movie to come out. Like I said, directed by the other Safdie brother, Josh Safdie, who also wrote this movie with Ronald Bronston, and they also produced this movie alongside Timothée Chalamet. He was also a producer on the movie as well. This movie, of course, stars Timothée Chalamet as well as Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Zion, Tyler the Creator, Mr. Wonderful, Kevinoleary, Fran Drescher, as well as a whole host of others. And it tells the story of Marty Mauser, who is a hustler and is just trying to hustle to try and achieve his dream of becoming the best table tennis player in the world. And it doesn't really matter whose toes he steps on, because he's going to try to achieve his dream as best as he sees fit. So this movie piqued my interest when I saw the first teaser for this movie, because, well, one, it's A24, two, it's Safdie brothers, at least one half of them anyway. And three, it also has a stellar cast. Like I said, Chalamet, Paltrow, Zion, which we saw her this year in the Until Dawn movie. And then you have the wild card actors like Tyler the Creator and Kevinoleary, Mr. Wonderful. And that's what I wanted to talk about first. The cast in this, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Chalamet gives an absolutely Oscar-worthy performance, which he's already, I believe, nominated for Golden Globe, which, if you have not seen my Golden Globes prediction video, go check that out. But yeah, this is 100% an Oscar-worthy performance. Because he does such a good job of being just an absolute snake of a human being. Like, he will weasel his way out of every single situation imaginable under the sun. It reminds me, and I'm also a big wrestling fan, but it also reminds me of, the stories that I hear about Paul Heyman, in which he was hustling every single day to keep ECW alive and well, but this dude is just hustling for himself. Like, he's just trying to achieve his dream, no matter, like I said, whose toes he steps on, whose feelings get hurt. Like, it doesn't matter to him. But everyone else is trying to, achieve their own means. Like Odessa Zion's character, she's also trying to achieve certain things in her life, that she wants to do. Gwyneth Paltrow's character is a former movie actor trying, get a rebound in her career. Tyler the Creator's character is like Marty's, I don't want to say accomplice, because I think they're like maybe equal partners in their kind of like hustling scheme that they do every so once in a while. And Kevin O'Leary's character is kind of, basically the dude, very much akin to the man in real life, is like he sits at the top. and you got this kid trying to like worm his way, but he's not gonna see through that, because he's gonna try and find a way to be in control of the situation, because that is where he feels comfortable in life. And the way that, and I'm not done talking about the performances because I wanted to highlight the two wild card actors that I talk about. Tyler the Creator is awesome in this. He's absolutely incredible. I know he's an amazing artist, and singer, but he's absolutely magnetic in this. Like, you can just tell that him and Marty, Timothy Chalamet, just have a rapport with each other that stretches back like years. And he plays that really, really well in this movie. He plays it really, really well. And then Kevinoleary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, I think he, to me, was the biggest wild card in this, because I see that and I'm like, can he really pull that off? But he does an absolutely amazing job at being an asshole, which from what I've heard is not too dissimilar from the actual man himself. Um, but yeah, he does a really good job of just being an absolute jerk and just trying to swing his weight around, and just try and remain in control of the situation. He tries to have all the cards, and at one point he doesn't have the cards anymore, and so he just does not know what to do. And he did a really good job uh, portraying this character, so I have to commend him for that. Writing in this is absolutely awesome. It reminded me a lot of Uncut Gems, which I saw and was absolutely floored by that. That was also another Safdie brothers movie, which they also wrote with Ronald Bronstein, so makes perfect sense. Excuse me. Cinematography in this is really, really well done. I like the fact that this was shot on film. Like, I saw all like the white specks pop up, like all like remnants. No, I wouldn't say remnants, but like the artifacts that that it was shot on film, which I very much appreciate. Um, the music in this, done by another fellow, Daniel Lopatin. I hope I'm saying his last name correctly. Um, was really, really good, giving a sense of majesty in some areas, but also horror in others, where like he uses choir vocals very, very effectively, which I would not think would fit for a movie like this, but it actually works out pretty well. It works out really, really well in this. So I have to give credit where credit is due. The score in this is like really, really good. And I also really like the messaging in this, where it's like, in your 20s, you just feel like, the world is at my mercy. No, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to achieve my dreams as best as I can. But sometimes there are moments in your life where a switch happens, and it's like, I can't take, I just can't go and, you know, pursue my dreams. I have to think about, everybody else. I have to think about, my family, or um, someone that I care about, or, just things that pop up in your life that just make you hit a switch and be like, okay, I can't just do stuff recklessly just because I can and I'm young, and you know I just can't do that anymore. I have responsibilities that I have to attend to, whether that be taking care of family, or potentially even starting a family, or um, just the fact that it's not going to happen. Your dream's just not going to happen. And I find that really interesting because Marty, like I said, is a guy going to pursue his dream as best he can, and is not going to take no for an answer. He's going to hustle his way to get that dream. But then that shift happens where it's like, well, this new pathway is opened up. So I could continue doing this, or I could settle down and go on a completely different journey that I was not expecting, but we'll still have a lot of benefits from and have a lot of really cool experiences from. And that was something that I was not expecting from this movie. I thought it was going to end with, Marty um, holding up a trophy and saying, "Yes, I did it," which that kind of happens. That kind of happens in the movie. But it also comes with, a bit of a catch, which I really, really like and appreciate. But he also goes down, a different road. And I don't want to say much more than that because I really do think you guys should go check out this movie. It's probably one of the best of the year. I would also probably say so as well. I think it may be in my top 5 if I'm being at all honest. But yeah, Marty Supreme is a definite must watch to end out the year very, very strong. Amazing performances in the cast, really good writing, really good direction. Score absolutely incredible, and some really, really good, messaging in there. That just makes this an absolutely amazing way to cap off the year. But those are just my thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts on Marty Supreme? Let me know down in the comments section below. Also, if you've not checked them out yet, my 2 videos that I posted on Christmas Eve and Christmas, your guys' your Christmas presents. Every single entrant in both the women's and the men's Rumble. I apologize for the masking over the video. It's just so that I have to avoid, it being blocked everywhere. But it's just the best that I can do to keep it up on YouTube and not be blocked. So, but be sure to go check those out. And we also have some more wrestling content over the weekend because tomorrow it's AEW World's End, which I will have my predictions for later tonight, as well as my review either tomorrow or Sunday, because I have to head into work on Sunday. So that review might come out Sunday. But until then, guys, be safe out there. And if you are going to pursue your dreams, make sure that you have everyone in your relative inner circle kind of keyed in on it. Because 1, you might need to ask them for money, or 2, if that plan fails, you just need to know that they have, you have their support for you. The money is a bonus though. So if they give you money, that's great. If not, then, just hope that you have their support. That's all I'm saying. And I will catch you guys next time.